Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door or Door Shut are coming back to you with a brand new episode of the Direwolf20 1.21 mod pack, and today is episode 14, and we are immediately getting into the containment situation. So, to contain, we do need containment jars, which we need more glass. Do I have any sand on me? Oh, I have a little bit of sand, but we don't have yield. So this is going to be sad. I probably have to go harvest some up real quick. I didn't realize I was actually out of glass. And I don't think... Do I have any in here? I do. Perfect. I actually have a whole bunch of stuff in here that I kind of forgot about. But that should be fantastic. That should just get us immediately to where we need to go. Okay. So we're actually going to want to grab a handful of these. Perfect. And we're going to want to make an area to where we can actually get this done without really too much trouble. So let's grab some cobblestone. And we don't need source or anything, I don't think. Let's actually check that. Let's press C. And let's go to Containment. Captures nearby entities and places it into a nearby placed containment jar. After the first capture, this ritual requires extra source. Okay. Perfect. I like how we can actually fact check myself because I did not remember if we needed to do that. But I really need to stop running on this wall because every time I take out one of these source berries. Okay, so where do we want to do this then? I'm thinking right here. Just get rid of some of these decorations and flowers and whatnot here. Okay. So I'm thinking ritual brazier here. Source jar. Brazier, whatever you want to call it. So source jar. Actually, I don't want the relay here. I want it over there. That's what I was thinking for some reason over here for a second. Source relay. And we're basically just going to bounce off of the source relay that we currently already have. That system from over there to over here. And sooner or later, we may look into wireless. I think the warper is the one that allows for you to go over major distances. But right now, we don't really need that. So take from here and then send to here. Perfect. All right, so let's get like a hole kind of thing. All right, let me get a shovel out of here. Okay. So what I'm thinking is something like this. We're actually going to need to go down further. And then, of course, the gassed one, that's going to be a little bit more interesting. But I think we can make this work. And then I'm thinking we grab cobblestone. Stairs. This should be pretty quick, but I also want to just guarantee that we're not messing this up. Is it kind of criminal to try and make a stair like that? Probably. Okay. So what I should be able to do is activate this ritual. Right-click. Okay. So we are running. And then now what we're going to do is grab a containment jar, put that down, and we are going to grab the possessed wither skeleton that we have. Okay, so I might be too far back. So place him here. There we go. So we have that guy. Well, shucks. I can say I did not expect that. Let me get back into the world. And hopefully we didn't corrupt it. I'm legitimately going to try this again. No. Okay. I legitimately think what happens is... Actually, I've got a crash log here. Let me see. I think when you left-click on this, it just straight up breaks it. Straight up. And I'm trying to see what mod is causing it. Let me be right back. Let me read over this log. Okay. I think I may have figured out the issue, but we're about to test it again. Okay. So, The issue is actually the mod Neat by Vasky. I looked at the logs, and there was... I don't... Actually, I guess it cleared it on me whenever I relaunched the world. But there was a line in there saying something about about the actual Neat mod, and basically it was saying it couldn't render it whenever whenever we actually clicked on the block. Technically, the Neat thing should not even show up inside the containment jar, I would think. And if you actually go back on the last clip, you could see it for a brief second whenever I looked at it. There was a health bar, and I was like, man, that's probably the issue, because it should not be showing up. Well, I was correct. Removed it. We are good. Everything has stopped crashing. Definitely a weird one. I will try and report that, I guess. I'm not even 100% sure how I go about reporting that one, because I don't know if it was caused by maybe a mod that I've added. That's one of the problems with adding mods, but I think it was purely Neat. I don't think it was any other mod besides Neat. So, alright, we're back, and we are good. So let's grab the next set of this. So this is the skeleton. There we go. Okay, shouldn't crash the world. Fantastic. And we should now be able to get the gas, which is going to be one that's a little bit more difficult because this could hurt quite a bit here. Okay, we are just going to spawn, snag, spawn until he's grabbed. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, the next portion of this is to get a mossy cobblestone block. Just for now, for later. We won't be able to use this yet, but it is for later. And we're going to need to get the Drygmy tokens that we have and convert these into the actual charms. So we need some sort of fish. Actually, do I have any fish? Like salmon, cod, fish. Okay, I don't have any kind of fish. Do I need to go fishing? Do I have a fishing rod? I actually don't even know about that. Do we have a fishing apparatus that we could use instead? Ooh, what are these tools? Oh, those look fancy. Okay. We don't have anything that I can think of. So I'm going to I'm going to go redneck fishing. Well, no, I don't have TNT. Never mind. I'll just go dive into some water and get some salmon that way for right now. That'll probably be the easiest way. And we will be back after I'm done fishing. Alright, so I actually went and looked at the Neat mod on Curseforge. And then found the actual change logs for the versions. There is a newer version. It's 1.21-39. We are currently on 1.21-38 in the Direwolf 20 pack, so I just upgraded to the 39 because it actually is straight up says in the change log, crash when breaking Ars Nouveau containers, jars, or open block trophies. So that there is a solution. It has been seen, it has been solved, and that is fantastic. So if you guys do have that crash and you want to keep that kind of in your pack, you could just update it manually or wait for, you know, Direwolf and the FTB team to get that updated, because it definitely is a little bit annoying to have a mod like that I mean, honestly, just kind of adds a quality of life feature in my opinion. And so I just manually updated, and we are good. That's what I was doing, was placing down the containment jar, was breaking it to make sure it didn't crash the world. It doesn't, and that is awesome. So I am out here just kind of getting some stuff going here. I found some raw tuna. I think didn't it show shrimp could be used? Here's a Drygmy. Do we have a horn? The Wilden horn? We only have one more Wilden horn left. Just drop it for him. But this is how you get the tokens, by the way. The Drygmy tokens. It's exactly how you do it. With a Wilden horn, drop it in front of a Drygmy. And Starbunkles, I don't remember. I think those are just source berries, aren't they? I don't really need any of them, so I'm just kind of going to ignore it. But, yeah. So let me get some fishing done the old-fashioned way. And I will be back here in a little bit. Alrighty, so we should be good to start this process. So wheat, carrots, apple, that. So wheat seeds. And then 3 source gems. And then the fish. Okay. And then the token in the center. So this will then create your charm. I'm going to do this 10 times. And then we'll be back here in a second. Because, of course, the more Drygmy we have, the more items we'll get overall per however many operations. Like, per operation. But then however many operations we actually end up doing. So, we're going to get this done. And we will be back here shortly. And also, you could just attach hoppers to each of these, by the way. And completely and utterly make this much easier. So if we really wanted to, we could actually just do that. Why is it not syncing with JEI anymore? So yeah, if we wanted to just go for hoppers and what is that, 8 hoppers? It's not really that bad. We could then just divide each item up. This is definitely a solution if you wanted to do it this way. I mean, this is how you could automate stuff using AE, right? Or any, system or find storage. Just basically piping in items. These things only take 1 per, so it's not like it'd be the biggest deal. So we can just toss all of these in here. The only one that you really need to worry about is the center one, because of course you can pipe an item in, but you need to pipe an item out as well, because it is the charm. So just pop. And then if I wanted to, I could probably look at pipes. Ooh, I actually don't. Yeah, I do. I could just steal the steel from here. And then just grab like a barrel or a chest or something if I really wanted to. I don't know why I chose to do this all of a sudden, but I'm kind of figuring that standing there for a while is not a fun thing. Oh, actually, it's not even pulling out this token, so that is good. So it's just going to freeze it. Then it pulls out the charm. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Now we'll be back. Alrighty, so that is 10 Drygmy charms, and we do have the mossy cobblestone. I do believe we need source for this as well. Let's just go back behind our current enchanting apparatus. And we're going to put a chest here. Actually, no, let's put the chest behind this. If we need source, I want to put a source jar here. Just because I think that makes a little bit more sense. Because we're going to be pulling from the front of this. So, source jar. And then put that here. And then grab a relay. Okay. So I want to put the relay probably here. I know we're already pulling off of this one, but this should be fine. So we're going to take from here and send to here. Okay. And then I'm probably going to go to sleep here real quick. And then all we need to do now is right-click the Drygmy charms onto the mossy cobblestone. And this will convert this into the Drygmy hinge or Drygmy hill. I thought it was a hill, but it's a hinge apparently. And that will then spawn the Drygmy. And what we can do now is actually get these guys set down. And he'll start doing his happy dance. The more variety of creatures, the better this actually gets as well. That is something I did forget to mention. We're going to set all 10 of these guys down here. They're going to start doing their happy dance. They're going to take in some source after a little while. And sooner or later, they will start outputting items into... Oh, this hit through grass thing. Somebody pointed out that's the issue, by the way. Not actually the hitbox. So I just spread all of these guys out. So I guess it's time that you could actually not do that. Hold on. Yes, we have Dispel. So what I can show you is the Dispel and what this does. I won't do it on the jars because that's actually not what I want it to be used for now. But now we could actually then just right-click this again and get these guys closer. Doesn't really matter. Probably just going to grab some wolves anyway, so that way they're kind of in an area. And I don't have to worry about them getting pushed away or anything of that sort. I don't want to, like, make this area too small. So let's give him at least like a block. And then, of course, if we need to, we can extend it. So is that right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, one more. Perfect. So this is a containment mob farm from ours. I'm actually just going to take out the block underneath this instead for now on. Or attempt to. I may forget about that. Okay. But yes, this should result in some good stuff. It already is. Fantastic. So you can see we've already got 3 wither skeleton skulls, 3 skeleton skulls, some gunpowder, some gas tears, some bones. This is already functioning. So what I want to do now is actually try and see if Ars Occultism is functioning properly. Or Ars Occult, I believe, right? Is that what we said it was? Ars Occult. We could actually check in the Worn Notebook, by the way. Ars Occultus. That is what it's called. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to grab a containment jar. And I'm going to grab one of our soul gems. And I'm going to just pick this guy up. And we're going to see if this works. I'm going to do a backup of the world before we actually do this, just in case. I guess I do need to do dispel on a containment jar. Whoops. He got too close to the radius. Whenever I hit him, I guess that'll be fine. We'll get that guy over there. We don't really need to worry about this guy flowing away or anything. He should just stay where he is. So we're just going to do backup start. And we will wait for this to complete. And then we'll do the containment. Alright, backup is complete. Let's give this a swing. Okay. So, what should happen is now we should be able to pipe into this. But real quick, I'm also going to just... And I'm going to put him back over here. Okay. Now we've got a containment jar. I didn't even realize I had a containment jar set up down there, honestly. I kind of forgot about that. Just quickly clear this out. Okay, so what we need to do now is just get either hyper or pipes or something. Which for right now we can just do pipes. And we'll grab a barrel. Probably 2 barrels. And I'm just going to set this right here for right now. So pipe. The Myriad, whatever his name is. And I forgot to grab this because I do want to speed this up. And then barrel, item pipe, pipe in. So let's just go immediately. We've got ancient debris. So this can give us double. Can this actually be crushed? That's a question. I actually don't know. It does not look like this can actually be crushed. So let's not do that. Okay, so let's grab the raw iron we have. Will this function? It actually looks like yes, this actually does function properly. Actually, scratch that. It does not function properly. Hold on. It would if the thing did not just pull out immediately. Okay, so this just drops. There's no... Okay. That's a little interesting. Where is my axe? Right there. So realistically, this is not a good area to put this guy. Wait, is it throwing it out of the top? Hold on. So, my question needs to be answered here. Let's turn my magnet on for a second. Turn it off. So if I were to just put this here... So yes, it just looks like it's being set on the top. So if I just got an item collector... A couple hoppers. And the barrel. And just set this like right here. And then configure this to run... Yes, I need to go over that direction. And then over in this direction. And then... that should be good. Okay. So now we would want to then move this barrel. And we'll probably move this, by the way. Right now, just testing. Don't want to not test this and have this break or something. Okay, so the next thing we could do is we've got 2 pieces of gold. Okay, and then what we also could do, just to make this even more secure, is probably just do that. And increase the Y. This is a little bit of a pain. I wish you could pipe out of it. But overall, I don't think this would be that bad of a system. You would just need to, you know, let it process and all of that fun stuff still. So it's like a normal machine. You just don't need to provide power or anything. There you go. Okay, so that's the Myriad Crusher using Ars Occult to actually automate it. Interesting, interesting. I think I'll leave this here for right now. This system, I'm going to leave the actual thing here. I'm just going to let it process. The only thing I'm going to be concerned about is probably getting a bigger upgraded storage here. Just so that way we don't worry about this overflowing. I do have some stack upgrades in here. They're base 1s, but that should still function. And that is good. That is awesome. So I think with the next couple of things, we probably want to just look at some of the possession rituals. So let's look. So there's not one there, but I do know. Let's just actually look at the Dictionary of Spirits here. Because there should be a thing that tells us binding ritual, summoning ritual, so summoning. So there's the Wither Skeleton Skulls, summon a random animal. You could do the Ifrit, but I don't really think we need to do that. Summon a wild parrot, the summon wild Drygmy, summon other stone trader, weather magic, time magic. This isn't all of them, right? This is only a handful of them. So this is the Wither Skeleton one, the Wild Hunt. The Ifrit Essence, that one's talking about. Is there not one that just has all of them? I don't think actually there is one. Okay. So if we look up Possessed. So we've got Possessed Enderman, Possessed Endermite. We got the Possessed Skeleton, Ghast, Phantom, Shulker. So there's a weak Shulker. What does that mean? The Possessed weak Shulker will drop at least 1 chorus fruit when killed and can drop a Shulker shell. The normal Shulker, the Possessed Shulker, not Shulker, what in the world? The Possessed Shulker will always drop at least 1 Shulker shell when killed. Okay. Elder Guardian. Isn't this the one that drops like a whole bunch of stuff? Or can drop a whole bunch of stuff? So at least 1 Nautilus shell when killed. Also can drop Heart of the Sea and common drops. That would actually be a pretty good one to get. Okay, I might actually look at this one. Let's put this one on the radar. The Possessed Warden. I would love to do this one, but we don't have the stuff for that right now. Unless we wanted to go find a Deep Dark and attempt our luck at that. We would need to get a Silk Touch something or other. Silk Touch Hoe. Because I would assume that the actual mining gadget could not get Shulk Shriekers and the Shulk Sensors. Skulk Shulk? Goodness gracious. I cannot English right now. I apologize for that. Skulk Sensors. There's also the Possessed Hogland. Chance to drop smithing templates of netherite upgrade when killed. Gonna just bookmark that one. The Weak Breeze will drop trial keys. The Possessed Breeze will drop ominous trial keys and trial chamber related items. So this actually requires some stuff that is from a trial chamber. That might not be a bad thing. We could lead into that one maybe. Possessed Evoker. So this is the one that requires the ominous bottle. We might actually go for this one first. Okay. So there's our kind of plan. We're going to get a handful of these possessed mobs. There's probably a few more that I want to look at, like this one. That doesn't sound like a bad thing. Endermite, I'm not really too worried about. We've got the skeleton. We've got the ghast. The phantom, that might not be a bad one. Phantom membrane. Allay, bat, bee, or parrot. Possessed phantom. So that may be one where we want to actually get, because a bat, a bee, or a parrot. I mean, I could probably find a bee. I think those aren't uncommon around me. That's not bad. We do need to look at other sacrifices. So pigs, player, or villager. Pigs, axolotl. Okay, so that one's a little bit harder. And this one's a fish. All right, let's go with the possessed Elder Guardian. And let me just get everything together. If I have everything I can think of. I might not have everything. What does this one require? Oh, no. I can get that. I'm pretty sure I can. Oxidized copper might be the only thing that I don't actually have. I would just need to get some copper blocks and place them around until they're actually oxidized. So let's just get 64 blocks of copper. Or we could just go for a trial chamber. You know what? Change of plans. Let's just go for a trial chamber. Structure compass. I accidentally right-clicked that. But yeah, let's just do that. I think that would be a pretty cool thing. We haven't done that yet. And yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. So trial chamber, 263 blocks away. Let me travel to this. And let's just get that going. If we can get copper and stuff that way, that might just be a good way. And then we could actually do the breeze one as well. Get some odds and ends from there as well. We may pop an ominous bottle. Like, chug that thing. That's a bad omen. Right? This is how you do it, right? You just chug a ominous bottle to actually make it harder and get better loot. We also probably want to grab the Power 5 bow that we have. I know we can't use it against the breeze, but we could use it against other things. So let me get over here, and I'll dig down and see what we can see. Okay, I finally mined down to this. It was pretty far down here, so I don't know where we're coming in here, but we are coming in nevertheless. Okay. There's an ominous vault. So I think what we're going to do is just pop this, right? So this should convert this thing to be a little bit more difficult. Or a lot more difficult, because we did a tier 4 potion. Okay, ominous bottle. I'll take it. Where did that arrow just come from? What in the world is happening? Something's like throwing potions at me. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this area. Gave me like slow falling? What in the world? Okay. Oh, here we go. Heavily armored husks, it looks like. What is this, like, thing? Okay, let's summon some Vexes. Let's get some of the, swarm stuff going. Oh, they interrupt my spell whenever I get hit. That's interesting. I didn't know that one. And they are all under me, I think. Ooh, okay. We're in it now, ladies and gentlemen. We are in it now. Help. Help. It's a baby zombie. There's a... No, it's a baby husk, so that's even worse. And it's got a diamond sword. Okay, Don't know how fire really affects something that's kind of lives in the desert, but we'll go with it. Nope, nope, I couldn't... I forgot to stop. Okay, we're just gonna slash back this. Oh, all of the stupid... I really wish that the baubles would just fix itself into the proper slots. Hopefully I didn't lose anything. But I just got to reattach all of this. And I've got to do it manually because this curio slot... Actually, hold on. I think if I do that as a placeholder, and then everything else should slot in properly. Okay. So what we need to do is grab some golden apples. These right here. Just in case. We can get rid of the structure compass. Toss this stuff away. I'm also going to put down some of these feral flare lanterns around the area. So that way it lights up the surrounding areas too. Okay. Goodness, goodness. Already our first death. I'm going to put the mining gadget away as well. Put that ominous bottle away. I just get everything kind of situated here a little bit more. Okay. So I think we're good. Our first death in this chamber. See, what in the world? I don't have Fire Slash on. Not at all. I have Ender Dragon Breath thing. And it just is not shooting. Okay. We're having some weird issues, but that's fine. Why do you have a bow and arrow? Why? Of all the things you could have... Oh, it's because it's a bog. I thought it was a husk. Fireball. Fireball. Dragon's Breath. Yeah, I just have to remember that I can tap the spell cast button to turn the actual thing off. I always just kind of forget to do that. Okay. Whatever noise is being made, I have to, like, figure that out in a second. Because every time, it's like a high-pitched frequency, and it's really annoying. Okay. Hold on. It's like a high-pitched frequency. Abyssal teleport? I don't know. Let's just do recent. Okay, I'm not sure. It's really annoying, though. Alright, so we've got our magnet on. Let's just go through this now. Hopefully we won't die as much. So there is like a vault up there. Let's just grab some cobblestone. I don't want to use my ender pearls. Use the bridging mod to our advantage here. What do we get? Ooh, flaming barge scroll, some wind charges, some emeralds, another ominous bottle, a diamond chest plate. Okay, cool. Good stuff, good stuff. I thought I had slow falling, by the way. Amulet of concentration. Long cast become interruptible. Interesting. So we don't have the ominous effect on us anymore. So these are just normal, I think. Oh, actually, this is just a normal spawner. This husk is like buffed as can be. That's a dungeon spliced into the middle of this whole thing. Interesting. I think once we get this first room kind of cleared out and everything, we will be back next episode. So there's nothing in that room. Alright, let's just toss some stuff in here. If we need to clear this out in the future, we can. What do we got in here? Nothing too terrible. Nothing too bad at all. True invisibility? That sounds interesting. We'll probably get rid of a lot of the decorative pots that I'm throwing in our system here in a bit, but that's fine. All right. So is this got like a trap under it or something? No, it doesn't. Lightning Lance? Ooh. What is our current Lightning Lance? Level 7? And this thing was level 4. Okay, so that's not really worth anything. Okay, and there's nothing behind this. Alright, carrying on here. Carrying on, carrying on. Already died once. Hopefully we won't die too many more times. But, oh yeah, that looks like there's some good stuff over there. Firefly Scroll. I'll take it. Ball Lightning Scroll, level 7. Okay. We definitely need to make a armor set that would actually help boost mana and all of that for irons. Can't you do that in irons? Boost mana? I know you can do that with R's, but I don't know. So I know you can do the armor sets. Maybe we'll look at getting a netherite set of that. It's probably not a bad option at all. Okay, so this is all cleared out. So we've got something that way. I think we're good to kind of wrap this episode up here and continue on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.